We start with 1 hour chart. Okay, first of all, if we refer to our analysis in my last video, exactly when the price was here, we mentioned if we get the reversal, we can look for buy, but the price sharply reversed. It did give us a correction, but it didn't give us any trade setup. And there was no correction because after that, the price dropped because the only way to have entry above this, which the price didn't take. And this is what make me quite like, I don't think I see this one based on 4 other charts. Okay. Anyway, as we know, based on HITBTC, the price is much more lower and the way it's moving is, for me, I prefer to trade based on Binance rather than the HITBTC. Okay. Now, I want to see what's the next and how we can look for trade for those traders they're using the HITBTC. In this case, first we move to daily chart. As we can see, the price broke the previous top. I was keep mentioning we need to see the continuation. We have to be careful because as we can see, the price drop because we mentioned maybe it can turn to a correction. All right. As we can see, because we point on that, what we get here, maybe we get one more. As similar, exactly, we get one. Because right now we can look for this running flat. But the only question is how deep this one can be. But we don't need to care about that, how deep it can be. The only things we do it, any reversal, any buy setup, we take it. And what we want, we see that we want to continuation. If it turns to a corrective move, we just take out the trade. And right now we're looking at this. And based on 4 hour chart, we don't have any trade setup, but we want to see how we can look for trade. That's why we move to 1 hour chart. And similar to what we explained, any sharp move, correction or flag, we take the trade. If it gives us any trade setup from here, we will take the trade. Okay. Also having entry above this can be an option in case the sharply price continue from here. All right. But right now we cannot jump because still we can expect this one turn to a flat for one more drop. If there is a one more drop with the breakout of this low, we consider this correction is done. We don't need to wait for this. Okay. And what I want to say is that any reversal, as I mentioned, based on 4 hour chart, we take the trade. Still, we can look for continuation, but the only question is how deep this one can be. All right. And the only thing is right now we're looking at this. Any reversal, any flag, we take the trade. But what we want to see the sharp move continuation. And if I see any continuation flag, we will take the trade. And also we can have entry above this. Having entry above here, the reason is in case the price sharply continue. If the price continues a corrective move, we are not going to have entry. And even if we want to have entry here, what we need, and what we should know that we're looking for the short move. We want the price tag, break, and continue. If the price tag, this is not moving within the first or second hours, we take out the trade. And this is the reason why it's very risky because simply price can tag and even reverse. That's why if traders they don't know how to manage, they cannot take the risk. They shouldn't have entry above this. But the reason again, in case we don't get any trade set up within this range, this is what we want to catch the trade. Okay, because for us still we can expect to get the continuation, but the only thing is we want to see how deep this one can be because the internally we can get the correction and we're more interested to look for this flat. This is what make us a bit like in terms of the analysis how deep it can be because of the big shadow here. Okay, anyway, we don't need to care about that. What I'm looking for, we can look for reversal. And in this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. But we need to know that any reversal as a corrective move, we are not going to take the trade. Again, we can have internal correction. Thanks.